moving that jab up and down. And then when you go downstairs, take that downstairs, come up with that left hook. It's gonna be open because it's gonna fall down into it. Anytime you jab down low, just keep trying to come over the top.
Like you could say, hey, you know what? I can't beat that Mayweather style. I was too young, but look, I did it now against Crawford.
I forget Mayweather a long time ago. This is different for me, you know? I lost that day and that's it. I learned a lot.
Who do you like in Canelo versus Crawford?
Well, I'm a giant Crawford fan because I think he's the best switch hitter since Marvin Hagler. I also think Canelo is slowing down, and Canelo is more of a one-punch fighter now than the combination fighter he was when he was young.
When Canelo hears that Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford fought in training camp, he gets very angry. He says that things are more personal now, and that Crawford has treated him badly many times. Terence is trying to make Canelo look weak or unimportant, which makes him feel like he is being picked on. He says that this fight is no longer just about business.
If you like this, please subscribe Punch Vista and click the bell icon for more latest and interesting videos.
Tell me a little bit about that. Did things get a little bit personal now?
Yeah, a little bit more personal because, you know, I did respect him. I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Al-Rashid told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to like walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And you know, like I say, don't fuck with me.
Terence Crawford has said that Canelo Alvarez's record isn't as great to him as some people might think it is. Crawford thought that the so-called elite names on Canelo's record were already past their best when they met him. It's clear that players like Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto, and Sergey Kovalev were getting worse when they faced Canelo. Crawford also thinks that Floyd Mayweather, the only live champion, definitely beat Canelo in their fight. Crawford thinks that these facts make it less likely that Canelo's work makes him better in the sport. He also feels slighted by Canelo's dismissal of accomplishments, stating that Canelo tends to ignore the level of his competition in an attempt to undermine him.
About Canelo's resume, but I won't, you know. I wanna, you know what I mean, pay homage to the fighters that he fought. And if he don't want to pay homage to the fighters I fought, if he think they nobodies, then come fight time, then I wonder what they're going to say after I beat him.
Promoter Eddie Hearn accepts the natural size edge Canelo has but doesn't dismiss Crawford's chances. In his view, Crawford's confidence and razor-sharp focus produce a real sense of danger for anyone he meets, even a bigger opponent like Canelo. Hearn stresses that belief and attitude can change results in boxing. With Crawford's drive and focus, he sees a real chance of an upset. Hearn also notes that while size plays a role, Crawford's ability to control pace, distance, and flow can reduce the gap.
Not for him, like not against him, sorry, for him. Like he's so, I think he has no doubt that he beats Canelo Alvarez.
Of course.
I really like Terence Crawford. I think he's a great fighter. But I have to say, like, tell me his major significant wins.
Well, obviously Errol Spence.
Yeah, but come on.
No, but he beat a guy who was in the top 5 pound for pound, and he destroyed him. That's really never happened.
No, I agree.
In history.
I agree. I mean, look, he was coming off, you know, some eye problems, but
nobody was saying that when he was beating
we're giving that credit.
And Ugas.
Tell me more.
I'm just saying.
I don't know, but
that's a big win.
No, but,
now,
okay. Keep going.
Your guy from the UK, who he stopped him, what, in the 5th round, was it?
Kell Brook.
Kell Brook.
Finished by then. Yeah, go on, keep going.
Okay, he stopped somebody that nobody's ever really can hurt.
Well,
Sean Porter.
I mean, yeah, but that was about 8 years before, and Errol Spence.
That wasn't. What do you mean?
Yeah, when he beat
before?
Sean Porter.
No, that was in 2023.
Who?
Terence Crawford beat Sean Porter.
No, I'm talking about Kell Brook against Sean Porter.
No, I was talking about Bud. I'm not talking about that. But he stopped him, though. Nobody's ever able to really hurt Sean. And
By the way, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just
that was a great win. And he didn't have a lot of names at 140, but Postal and all those guys, those are good fighters. They weren't big names. Just like Bam, he doesn't have the great. He doesn't have a whole lot of great names. Just like
Strada.
In a way, yeah, he does have two great fights.
By the way, he's one of my favorite
doesn't
fighters.
have a bunch of names.
John Ryder, who has shared the ring with Canelo, gives an educated view on the difficulty of facing the Mexican King. He agrees that Canelo's physical presence is overwhelming and that the weight jump needed for Crawford would be no joke. Yet, even with that in mind, Ryder thinks that if anyone has the mental and physical tools to handle the job, it's Crawford. He praises Crawford's adaptability and skill set, showing that his technical brilliance could balance the physical limitations.
Can he go up 2 divisions? A lot of people in his camp believe that he's even going to stop him, but yeah, what's your thoughts?
If there's any man that could do it, it would be Terence Crawford, but I just think the sheer size of Canelo is going to be too much on the line.
So do you think size will be too much? I mean, you were in there with Canelo, you landed good shots and he took them, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Terence Crawford is an exceptional talent, but I think the size will be the factor on the line and it'd just be too big, too strong.
Terence Crawford has been thorough in planning his method. He explains 2 ways to overcome Canelo. The first is to pressure him, break his routine, and overwhelm him with noise. The second is to take a more calculated road, copying Mayweather's blueprint of slick defense, counters, and footwork. Crawford says that he won't have the size that Mayweather enjoyed during his prime days, but he feels faith in his speed and timing. He sees himself as a hybrid capable of changing to any style and mixing aggression with technical skill. That freedom might be his key to solving the Canelo puzzle.
There's 2 things that you can do with somebody bigger and stronger. You know, you can either try to push them back, you know, because 9 times out of 10, a strong fighter not used to going back, you know, so it kind of fucks them up in the head, you know. Yeah. Or you can just box them because some of them just slower than others because they got flat feet and they just looking to load up on certain shots.
Now, Crawford's definitely right here. There's 2 ways to beat a pressure fighter like Canelo. Either you put the pressure back on him, which is where guys like Triple G and Bivol had success, or you use your superior skills and footwork on the outside, which is how Floyd Mayweather won. Now, Crawford, he can't use the pressure approach because he's not as physically dominant as guys like Golovkin or Bivol. You know, Bud is a welterweight or junior middleweight jumping up. He doesn't have the size to push Canelo back. Now, the outside boxing approach, that is definitely Crawford's best chance against Canelo. You know, he is right. Canelo does struggle to cut off the ring at times. We saw that in the Skull fight. And he does load up on single shots now. But at the same time, Crawford is not the same pure boxer that Floyd Mayweather was. You know, Mayweather rarely got hit in that shell. And his form of countering, you know, a pull counter, for example, was, I'm not going to get touched and then I'll make you pay. Whereas Crawford's style of counterpunching is different. Bud will take one to throw 2 or 3 back. And he can't do that against Canelo because of the size and power difference. If Bud takes a clean right hand to throw back an uppercut or a hook, he's either going to get dropped or he's going to end up on his bike like Jermell Charlo. So while I do agree Crawford does have the superior skill set in this fight, but because he doesn't have the size to push Canelo back, or the defense of someone like Mayweather to stay perfect for 12 rounds on the outside, I do think Canelo's size and power will make the difference in this fight. And that's why I like Canelo to win.
That's it for today's show. Stay tuned until next time.